Hey guys, Mr. Mewman back here again today, and today I have another master set for you. And this one is a little bit older than the ones that we have collected recently. So this one is one of my favorites that we actually have is Shining Legends, which was released about 4 years ago. And the reason I wanted to go through this is because if you guys have followed some of our other master sets, I do like to include what I call exclusives in there. So whether they're theme deck, shattered hollows, or other non-holos that you can get in build and battle kits. I always mention that there's a few that are usually released when the set comes out, but more can be released a year, 2 years later. Well, with Shining Legends, they just released another exclusive nearly 4 years after this set came out. So I'm going to go through that. As you guys can see, I'm using an Ultimate Guard binder here. I do like these zip folios. I usually use the quadros for the main sets, and then I use the 3 across for the subsets. So I'm also including in here, so the set is going to have 138 cards. So 78 of them are from the main set, and then of course the 60 reverse holos. But I'm also going to include 6 different exclusive cards that I'll go through. And then I'm also going to include 5 promos. So I normally don't include the promos throughout the binder, but there's a very specific reason that I'm going to do that here, and I'll explain it as we get to them. So let's go ahead and kind of start and get into it. So as we can see here, our first card is Bulbasaur, and of course, one of the first cards, or one of our first exclusives, is this Bulbasaur with the sequin holo pattern. So I'll hold that up and you should be able to see that pretty well. I think that's the General Mills one that you get out of the cereal box from a long time ago. But from there you have the reverse holo Bulbasaur, Ivysaur in reverse. And as you can see, I do like to keep my reverse holo next to the non-holo. That way you can see both of them instead of just kind of putting it on top. You have Venusaur. And here's the first promo that I'm included throughout the set. As I said, I normally don't do this because we normally have a separate binder that is for the Sword and Shield era. But the reason I'm doing this is because in the Japanese set, Celebi is actually included in the set. So you can see it's SM79. But in the Japanese set, it is actually part of the set. So they took it out in the English set, as long as some other promos. And I will have that listed down in the description below. So we move on from there, and Shroomish. The reverse Shroomish, Breloom in the reverse, Carnivine, Shaman in the reverse, Virizion, Genesect. So this Shining Genesect, of course, is in the actual set. Entei, which I know they make an alternate art one. I'm not including that because I don't really include the alternate arts throughout the binder themselves. It'll be normally in a separate binder or somewhere at the end. So the second promo I'm including, and this one is a little bit different, is the Shining Ho-Oh. So this is actually a promo as well in Japan. So not actually part of the set itself, but since it fits so well in, I decided to include it in this set with the other 8 Shining cards that I'm including in here. So normally, as I said, it's at the back of the book or in a separate binder, but I figure since I'm adding the other ones in, I'll go ahead and add that one in as well. It fits really well with the set. So both the Torkoals, Larvesta, Volcarona. Move on to Reshiram, Litten, Torracat, Incineroar. One thing I do like about this set is the quality of some of the uncommons you can get. So of course, Incineroar was an uncommon, the Venusaur that we saw was an uncommon, and getting into the Totodile, Croconaw, and even the Feraligatr was an uncommon. So it was nice to see that in the set, that they weren't just a normal rare, because you got at least a holo in every pack. So I did like that feature from this set. We have Quillfish, Weasel, Floatzel, Palkia, Manaphy, Keldeo, another Shining and Shining Volcanion. And this is where things get a little interesting. So you can see I have 6 different Pikachus listed here. The first one is just the normal common, the normal common Pikachu. The second one is a holo that came from the Raichu GX box. This third one, the third one here is a Cosmos holo. So you can kind of see that pattern on there. This was just recently released in 2021. So nearly 4 years after the set, and they are still making exclusive cards for this set. So you can see that there. That was, I believe, the Costco promo from Canada. You can see the Shattered Holo on the next one. And then, of course, the Sequin Holo on the 5th one. And then, of course, our Reverse Holo. So 6 different Pikachus from this set. From there, we move on to the Raichu GX. And then we have both of the Voltorbs. Then we have Electrode. And then now I'll move up to the last of the 6 exclusives. So you have the normal holo Raikou, which is kind of hard to see. And then you have a shattered holo Raikou, which is, I think, also difficult to see in the lighting. That was from, of course, the Let's Play theme deck. And then, of course, the normal reverse holo Raikou. So those are the 6 exclusives: Bulbasaur, the Raikou, and then the 4 different Pikachus. From there, we go to Plusle and Minun. And then we have Zekrom, Ekans, Arbok, and Jinx. Then we have Mewtwo GX. So not many GXs in this set, only 4 of them. And then, of course, my favorite card in this set, Shining Mew. So the first time we opened Shining Legends was when it came back out back in 2017, and we opened 4 Elite Trainer boxes, and Shining Mew was in the very last pack that we opened. So that is definitely one of my favorite cards we have ever pulled. So Latios, another Shining and Shining Jirachi. We have Golett and Golurk, Marshadow, which is that nice Let Loose ability, Stunfisk, Spiritomb, Purloin, and Liepard. Moving on to Scraggy and Scrafty, Zorua, and Zoroark, which was very popular back in the meta when it was in Standard, Yveltal, Hoopa, and a couple more Shinings here, and Rayquaza, Lugia, and Arceus. So, of course, you can see here, Shining Lugia is also a promo, but it was removed from the Japanese set to become a promo, so I decided to include it so it basically matches the Japanese set. So I did mention that there are 78 cards in the main set, and the Japanese set there are 82. So I'm basically making it so it aligns with the Japanese set. So from there we go into our trainers and Damage Mover, Energy Retrieval, Great Ball, Howl, Lily, and a lot of these were reprints from earlier Sun and Moon sets. Pokemon Breeder and Pokemon Catcher, Sophocles, Super Scoop Up, Switch, and Ultra Ball. And then for our final page here, we have the Double Colorless Energy and the Warp Energy. And then we have some full arts. So Entei and Mewtwo were the only ones in this set. And as you can see, Raichu is also a promo. It was taken out to become a promo. And the same thing with Zoroark. So I did include those in the spot that they would have gone into if they were included in this English set. So, and then Pokemon Breeder. And then you can see off to the side here, the 4 rainbow cards and the 1 secret rare Mewtwo. So of course you have Entei, Raichu, Mewtwo, Zoroark, and the special test tube Mewtwo here. So as you can see, the full arts over here, they do match the same order that the rainbows match, and that was kind of my goal, to add the promos back in even though they didn't have the same number of this set. And then of course on the last page here I did include holo reverse holo energies. So kind of a small set compared to a lot of the new Sword and Shield sets. And I know this set is nearly 4 years old at the time of making this video, but I just wanted to show how they can release exclusive cards at any time they want, whether it's almost 4 years after the set is released. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next time.